Welcome back. Sagan Tinanom is a 10-acre nature park in Dededo with a focus of sustainability through cultivation and education. Every Saturday, you can do your part to learn more about our island's natural resources by volunteering at the park. Lindsay and Vince here to tell us more about it. How you guys doing?
Great.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, so how can people get involved?
Oh, they can contact us or just stop by any Saturday at 9 o'clock. I was already wrong. It's 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Normally,
yes.
normally it is 8 a.m. But this Saturday we have another event going on.
That's right. So this Saturday we have a Sali nesting box demonstration. So visitors can come and learn about the Sali and reasons why we need to protect our native bird population because we need those to protect our native trees and our land. And
tell us how this, you're fine. Tell us how this all came about and how the two of you got involved.
Okay, so a couple of years ago, this actually started as an Island Girl Power project. And so through Island Girl Power, I was going in, and through Island Girl Power, we were going in and making trails and removing a lot of the invasive species, and it kind of evolved from there.
Yeah, and for you, what made you decide to get involved in this?
I've been involved in agriculture for about 3 years, or on island about 3 years, 7 years total.
Yeah.
I got involved with Sagan Tinanom just in April, and it's a project I'm really passionate about. It's a very cool project. We're really trying to reach kids between ages 5 to 18, but the nature park exists for everyone of all ages as a way to just kind of connect people with nature. A place for education about native plants, agroforestry, medicinal plants used for chamorro, herbal medicine for amo, and so many other things.
And so you brought a couple of the plants here today that you guys have been working on. Tell us about this.
So this is a native plant right here. This is a gataaleng. It's a berry tree, understory berry tree, and this was just planted earlier this year. And you can see even as a small plant, it's already fruiting. And so this is a important plant that we depend on birds in order to disperse the seeds. And you know, it's really surprising. Not a lot of people know about this plant, and it's basically a cherry, a native cherry that we have here. That people can be growing this in their yard, and rather than depending on importing food items, we have a native source right here. So this other one is acai, which is really big on island right now and all over the world. It's a superfood. And so lots of people are going and getting acai fruit bowls right now. However, we're dependent on exporting those items from South America, where there's other indigenous people that are dependent on that as a staple food source, when we're completely capable of growing our own. So this is one of quite a few plants that we actually grew from seed. And so not only are we propagating native fruit trees in order to help protect our native forests, but we're also propagating non-native fruit trees in order to go into sustainability through food security and diversity. Like I said, so that we're not dependent on importing those items to our island when we are actually capable of growing them ourselves.
Yeah, and what would you say the takeaway has been? I mean, you've gotten involved just in the past couple of months. What would you say the ultimate takeaway would be for people who come to the park?
I think just a connection to native plants, to Guam's ecosystem. I think a lot of times people aren't necessarily aware of what is endemic here, of what belongs here, what's an invasive plant. So that's, you know, we're trying to educate about that. And then also just the ability to grow food locally. Guam used to be much more self-sufficient, you know, like 50, 60 years ago. And I think there is a whole new future for Guam in sustainability and localized agriculture.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are visitors that we have, and especially the younger students. Not only are they surprised to see things like coffee and cacao growing, which are two trees that used to be very popular on Guam 100 years ago, but they're also learning more about endemic plants that possibly their ancestors depended on it as a food source, or whether they depended on it as a medicinal source. And to a lot of our younger kids, they're just seeing it as a weed. And so for them to actually come and get a connection to these plants that are really relate to their own personal indigeneity is really powerful to see.
Right. And so again, if anyone wants to come out, you have something this Saturday, of course.
Yes.
What do they need to do to get involved?
They can just stop by this Saturday at 8 o'clock. We share a compound with Island Girl Power, so they can just come to the Island Girl Power compound. And so we have the Sali nesting box demonstration. So they can come and learn about a lot of the birds that are being lost right now, or have been lost rather, due to the brown tree snake and other factors. And so there will be, it's actually Martin Kastner who's going to be setting up nest boxes there, and so they can come and learn about the Sali and all that's been done in order to regain that bird population on our island. And then immediately following after that at 9 o'clock, we'll be starting our weekly Saturday Volunteer Day. And so visitors can then come and they'll just sign a quick form, and then we'll walk them a short distance into the nature park. And so we'll be doing a lot of, a wide range of things actually. Everything from removing invasive species to replanting native trees. We actually have a few endangered trees right now from UOG. And so we're going to be putting those into the ground because, you know, that's really important to protect those things from being lost right now.
And we just want to remind everyone who comes to volunteer, please bring a reusable water bottle. We will be providing water, sunscreen, and insect repellent.
Okay, 8 a.m. this Saturday, the Nature Park.
Yes.
Thank you both for coming in and sharing this with our guests.
Thank you.
All right, keep it here.